In a quiet little town in Belgium, the epic battle for honor and glory is about to unfold. Zemst is once again the heart of Europe's biggest curling league. With 29 teams from 8 mighty nations, the competition is heating up on the coldest surface known to man. The stage is set for a historical new chapter. Watch the epic unfolding of the new season. Will the reigning champion dominate the series? Or will N19 rise up and revive old glory? Are the Tigers the dangerous outsiders? Or could it be the Desperate Housekeepers? We welcome hard sweeping power from the east, dazzling charm from the north, strategic battle plans from the south, and nerves of steel from the west. We're gonna see devastating duck duels and rock-solid wisdom from Stone Good. We may not have Canada's heroic Homan, Matt's badass Stars and Stripes, or a Swedish Viking princess like Anna. But our league forges its own legends. Meet the magician, Peekaboo Kara, the little general, Gatling Gun Tom, the GOAT, Mustache Man, and don't forget the Walter. We'll express our uncensored opinion, celebrate only the very best of shots, and seduce you with our sweet voices. Because that is what we do. We simply love curling, and we are devoted to bring this exciting, roaring game out into the world.
What a play!
Good evening, curling fans. Welcome into another exciting matchup here on Curdia TV. Pim, you know, it's the end of a longish day. Well, 2 for us, but 4 sessions here in the club. We're broadcasting the final session tonight between the Desperate Housekeepers and the Glashoch Rangers. Glashoch Rangers, this is their 3rd match of the day. You know, we're going to see how their fitness is, how, you know, they had a little bit of a break, didn't play the last session, but now they've got to, and they're going up against a three-man Desperate Housekeepers. We should be in for a good one tonight.
I am very, very excited. I couldn't have imagined this scenario play out. We basically have League A, the number 1 against the number 2. So the tension cannot be more here at League A. This is promising to be like the best game maybe in the history of the Belgian Curling League. Who knows? There are still a lot of games to come. Are we riding the hype frame too much? Yes.
Probably.
Do we have good reasons for that? Also, yes, because I think these are 2 promising teams. Former Olympier Sven Goldeman playing against future Olympiers, the Desperate Housekeepers. I cannot imagine how this is going to be boring. It will be exciting.
Yeah. And so, you know, we've had so much curling going on. I think they're having 24 matches this weekend. We've still got a lot more, I think 3 or 4 more sessions tomorrow, but this is final session of today. And it's a big one. There's also matches going on sheet A and sheet C. We have Grey Ducks going up against Luxembourg. Thank you. Having to look. And then also we have Smerglokska going up against, now I'm forgetting on that one too.
You're forgetting on that one?
And Luxembourg ladies, yes.
Luxembourg ladies. Yeah, Luxembourg is here. They have the ladies and the men. And Luxembourg ladies, I kind of expect a lot from the team. They are being coached. They just won their previous game against Sweet Child of Mine. So who knows? Maybe they will face the B division once more. But yeah, maybe this is a good time to walk over, let's say, the standings. Let's start from the bottom up. A lot of games haven't played. In C2,
oh, sorry, C2.
Yeah, the real bottom of the league is C. There is kind of a, if you are at the bottom and you scratch, let's say, the bottom, no, there's League C. Still. But yeah, not a lot of matches changed here at the second group. I think Ramstein, they kind of had a couple of wins, so they moved up in the ranking. The Curling Cups, they lost, so they are done with this round. They end with 4 points, basically 2 wins, 4 losses. I'm afraid that's not going to be enough. But if we look at the other group in the C's, the Broomies were top of the league like the entire round, but now Peliklan is. Although they had a loss against Sweet Child of Mine, and then The tiebreaker against Brumi Piliklan is the reason why Piliklan is now sitting first and Brumi second. Although I don't think it will matter that much. I talked to Dirk, like, if the top 4 promotes to B, will you kind of consider the seeding based on the first, second, third, or fourth position? And he said, well, I'm just trying to figure out if I can schedule all of these foreign teams in a way it can work. And if I can manage that, well, maybe I'll try to balance it out. But that's about as good as he can get it, because there are going to enter potentially 5 new teams. So maybe still a double C division after New Year's. Who knows? Sweet Child of Mine here before we close off also had a game, a win and a loss today, a win against Piliklan and a loss against the Luxembourg ladies. They're a 4th spot, but that the battle for the 4th spot will be the story of this league here.
Yep. Did I move? Yeah, I did switch. It switches so fast I don't even notice it. So moving over to League B, we see that, Yuk top of the table, but they have finished all of their matches, so they are unlikely to stay there. Dunshropka's 2 wins from 2 matches. They're in a very strong position, along with Steengoed. They still have a lot more matches to play, but those 2 teams looking very strong, having not dropped a match yet. Brewers Ducks, kind of reminding people they're still there too. They've only dropped 1 of their first 3, so also in there with 4 points. Grey Ducks, another one of those 4-point teams, but they have played 4 matches. They're playing their 5th one tonight. They're going to need to win out in order to have any kind of hope of being promoted, because they lose tiebreakers to, I believe, Steengoed and Dunshropka's. So it's so they definitely need some help there. Then we have the Luxembourg. This is their 2nd match of the day. I believe they lost.
They lost their first one against Yuk. That was it's not in there, but indeed they have 1 loss, and then Wipe My Ass. I think Wipe My Ass is probably staying in, relegating to C here. That makes sense. I don't think the guys bother that much about.
No, they enjoy coming out and playing, but they are definitely a more social team than a competitive team, and but we love them for it. They always bring the fans, they always bring a good time and a good attitude. So they're not dead yet either. They still have 3 matches left to play, so anything can happen. But those 3 losses means they're probably losing tiebreakers to certain teams, and that's gonna hurt them. But as long as they stay above that 7th spot, who knows what can happen.
Yeah, true. And I think an interesting game tomorrow to look forward to. Not going to be on stream, unfortunately, but I think we will watch it just to see the result. Is Steengoed against Dunshropka, because I think this is going to be a potential. The team that manages to win that match will be very close to sitting in a sweet spot to promote to A. So that's going to be an important one here. But now, John, moving to League A, a lot of things happened. First, let's start with the bottom, because you can see Kekheul -2. They had to forfeit. Apparently, there were some injuries or illnesses on the team. It was not entirely disclosed, but they are not here this weekend, which results into a forfeit win for Viry and a forfeit win for the Rangers. An important forfeit win for the Rangers, because now they are sitting top of the league with a 3-point advantage to the 6-point teams, the Desperate Housekeepers and Takeout Tigers.
Yes, and they're playing their final match of this round against said Housekeepers. They'd like to finish on a win, set the standard for everybody to chase. 11 points would be a tough one. 9 is already up there. That's going to be, teams chasing, but that draw and loss, it means 3 dropped points out of a perfect perfect score is going to make it possible for teams to pass them. So
and Sven also said, like, oh man, that tie against Viry could end up biting them in the who God knows what. But they could end up with, if they win this game, they could end up with 11 points, or with 11 points. And they have the tiebreaker against Vreken, because they were able to beat the team unbeatable here in Belgium, Team Vreken. So imagine if they would have won that match and they would have won tonight, they would be super, super close with winning the round. And basically, with 12 points, we could already make the conclusion that Team Vreken would not have won this round.
But we can't, because they won't.
We can't, no. But it can be Desperate Housekeepers or Takeout Tigers. They only have 1 loss, and then of course Team Vreken.
Yeah.
But about this matchup, John. Let's talk about the 2 teams. You were talking to the Ranger boys. What's your conclusion?
Yeah, I was talking with Sven. You know, they've played fairly well, just even with that try against Viri. Viri showing that they're a strong team. You know, they're not disappointed. They've played it, but this is their third match of the day. They've played Sheet A and Sheet C. Now they're playing Sheet B. They're getting the full range of the ice hall here, and but I think they feel confident that they're going to play really well. They're going to be able to leave everything out there on the ice tonight. They don't have a match tomorrow due to that forfeit, so they'll be able to kind of focus solely on this game, go to bed as late as they want, have a few beers, and they're driving back tomorrow morning. You know, got a long drive ahead of them, but don't have to worry about that tonight. So, but I think they're feeling pretty confident about their chances tonight.
Yeah, I think so too. And talking about the Housekeepers, I think they're strong. They showed yesterday as well, or was it the day before?
Thursday.
The day before, yeah, Thursday. It feels like a big long day for us, and we have to play tomorrow. So I hope we are not kind of overstretching tonight by streaming this one. But yeah, they are only playing with the 3 of them, and that could be kind of less powerful in terms of sweeping, that kind of stuff. They lost their game against Team Verreken also because they were just 3 of them. Kevin is ill, but maybe he's just not ill enough to root for his team and pop in a chat. Who knows? But we will miss, of course, the fancy new shiny shoes of Kevin.
Chat is getting anxious. They want us to start showing the match.
Oh yeah, I agree with you, Chat, because they already started. Ooh.
They did. They're a little bit ahead of schedule. They didn't actually delay it 15 minutes, so we're a little bit behind from the delay or whatever. But we'll do quickly our predictions. Those are not the predictions. Those are not cleared.
One day we will make
I'll
sure.
remember to clear those.
Yeah. But I can still start because I'm still trailing John, and I'll make it quick. I was doubting between Housekeepers and the Rangers, but I am going to go for the Rangers. I think they have shown ambition. They are a strong team, and I think the routine of playing a third game, that'll work. They are kind of warmed up and don't seem like a team that's going to be tired. And on the other hand, Desperate Housekeeper, they miss a player, so I am going to put my money on the Rangers tonight.
All right. Well, I am going to counterpick tonight. I feel like, well, my counter pick is off the screen for some reason. We'll fix that later. I'm going to take the Housekeepers. I think that with the three-man rotation, the Housekeepers are still a strong team. I think the extra matches today for Rangers is going to maybe check their fitness, and we'll see. But that's enough babbling from us. Let's hop on out to the ice.
Yes.
And I think that's the camera.
And something people out there will immediately notice is the huge banner, the flag that is kind of claiming the center court here in Belgium.
Right.
Make sure I put my coffee in a safe spot here. Don't make that mistake twice.
Watch that!
Oh, and we have confirmation confirmed by Hanne that Kevin is indeed watching.
Still! Hard for curl, come on. Okay. Wil niet veel, geen probleem.
So for those of you new to curling, when a team has fewer than 4 players, when they play with 3, the first 3 throwers will throw 3. First 2 throwers will throw 3 stones each, while the fourth thrower, or the final thrower,
I think that Mr. Teacher is at it again.
The final thrower will throw 2. Calling off the sweep. Gets 1, gets 2, and taps out the third already with a shot of the match candidate there. Fantastic.
Inspieling S. Zelfde S.
Getting my proper glasses on so I can see everything. And corrected, 1 stone did not get out of the house, but still a pretty spectacular shot.
Hard for curl, come on, look. Okay.
Wanting this one to curl over, so it rolls a bit towards the middle.
Ja, maar ze mogen eentje pakken. Normaal!
See, quite a few votes in the poll already. Housekeepers with the lead, taking 67% of the votes. The Rangers with 22%, and a Daring Soul taking the tie.
Housekeepers definitely fan favorite here, although the Glasgow Rangers, they were famous of bringing in a lot of fans, but yeah, maybe the Housekeepers just have even more fans.
Ooh, shooter stays in, and I believe sits in shot position. Oops. Ignore that scoring update. There's no scores to update yet. Seeing the other two matches, Luxembourg against the Grey Ducks over on sheet A, and the Hele Freien and the Smergloksken on sheet C.
Grey Ducks or the Housekeepers here with the grey jerseys, except for Brum, still waiting for a team jersey. I kind of mention that to the team every time they're on stream, like, hey, what's the story about the jerseys? Are they done yet? Apparently, Sebastian Dalle is working on it, but Brum confirmed that Dalle is a slow worker. But, the target is be ready for the World Curling Tour event and show up in team jerseys.
Oh, hij valt niet genoeg.
This one not curling over enough, so going to get out of the back of the house with the help of Sven.
Bit uncharacteristic. You can pronounce that one for me.
Characteristic.
Yeah, for Brecht. Brecht known for being a very good fourth player on the team.
I'm going to turn Sven up a bit. He's a bit quiet.
Bisschen over-T, wenn wir so hier liegen, zack, dass kein Double hat.
There we go. It does not want to leave a double. That's the only part of that German that I understood. Something about not wanting it to go past the T, I think. But that is purely a guess.
Passen. Yep.
Reaper's working hard, wanting to hold this one.
Schauen. Schauen. Yep. Oh. Yep. Weiter. Weiter. Weiter.
This one looking really good. Going to be right there just above T. You might say that there's still a double, but that is an intense cross-house double, so very likely just going to go for the single here.
Girl! Girl! That's a girl!
Trying to get this one to curl over, but I think it's going to stay on the nose.
Going to be a big out for two here is Redstone in a second shot position. I think it is. Let's see from this angle. I think
yeah, from this angle, it's Yep.
So immediately an option here for the Rangers to
Einmal auf Nase.
have some hammer efficiency points. Right on the nose.
Bisschen.
I'm hoping my hubris does not come back to haunt me. Counter-picking for the sake of counter-picking.
Did you counter-pick for the sake of counter-picking, or did you just believe that Desperate Housekeepers will be the stronger team here in this matchup? Or a bit of both?
It's a bit of both. It's one of these matches where it's like it could go either way.
It's a safe counter-pick. If you want to counter-pick, then the Housekeepers is a safe bet.
Yeah. This one curling over right on the nose. And that will be 2 for the Rangers.
So, that's good.
Well played by both sides, really just kind of feeling out the ice, figuring it out. We can hear Gatling gun Tom in the background. He's over on sheet A. Tom van Waterschot, skip from the Grey Ducks.
One of our legends.
Okay, Marcel will be leading things off here in the second for the Rangers as they lead a 2-0 over a 3-man Housekeepers team.
And, taking a little drink there. They have the timer. They don't need to rush in between ends.
Yep, they have 1 minute of time. So we're playing the A-League. They play with League A. We play with the thinking timer. And there is a minute between each end. Teams have 30 minutes of thinking time for 8 ends, which works out to roughly 3 minutes, 40-something seconds, if I'm not mistaken. This one is on the heavy side, and that is going to cruise through the house.
No sweeping needed. Tactical way of not leaving the guards.
But this early in the match, I don't think that was the intention.
Oh, and also Sebastian. I think everybody can read face expressions there.
Yep. So Brecht staying off of this one, just wanting to let this one die on its own. This will carry into the house. Try to get it over as wide as it possibly can. And setting up the broom for a hit here, wanting to take this yellow out of play, roll the shooter back over to the middle.
I think the Rangers is the kind of team that knows how to throw takeouts. So remember last season, the game against Verreken, that was takeout after takeout after takeout.
Yep. Trying to get this one to curl over, and just as we're talking about their takeout proficiency, they
yes.
blow. It's something. It's not good.
The commentator's curse.
All right, so opportunity here for Housekeepers, setting up a stone on the other side, keeping the house split, forcing the Rangers to kind of chase them. Brecht furiously on the broom with this one, trying to drag it down as deep as they can. Sebastian coming out. Does that count as skip sweeping? He is the skip, but he was the one who also threw it.
Yeah, I wouldn't count that. Skip sweeping is kind of the panic, oh my god, I have to help my sweepers, and then rush to the hog line and then make the U-turn. That is skip sweeping for me.
Schön gerade jetzt! Take out!
Brecht, maybe it was my fault, a little bit too heavy on the sweep there. This is not Florian. I saw him leave the ice. I thought he was going to be back in time to throw his stone, but apparently not.
Schön. Sehr gut.
Excellent stone here. Oh,
we get
got an update from Florian himself. Is feeling a little ill, so he is coming out of the match. So it will be a 3-on-3 matchup this evening. That's a shame. We never like to see somebody come off the ice for illness or injury, but it does happen.
So the question here is, third game, is it going to be an exhausting one? The answer to that is yes.
Right there on the red. Will it stay in? It does, and keeps everything separated, so.
Normal!
Then I will have to update the scoreboard, so. This one's going to be nice as well. You hear Sven in the schön.
Yeah, nice hit and stay here. Well executed.
Both teams getting the job done with their takeouts here. Besides that first one that you jinxed.
Ah, yes, yes, indeed. I have the power to jinx stones. This is one of my secret superpowers. I use it all the time when I play with onions.
Watch out!
Kevin Brecht indicating heavy, trying to get this to curl over.
Good one.
Missed one here.
And now it's my turn to to jinx them.
Normal. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Good.
So far, Leon hasn't popped in chat. That's kind of a surprise. He's one of our loyal fans.
Yeah.
He was here. He was actually popping into the chat on Thursday to scout the Housekeepers against NA18. So we made the assumption that he was actually scouting in preparation for this game here.
Yeah, we were hoping to see him on the ice. If not that, on the chat. But obviously busy this Saturday evening. Wanting to get this one to curl over. Unfortunately, I think this one's just going to tap on the nose and sit there. So now it is the Housekeepers on the back foot with the takeout game.
Yeah, it's going to be a, say, a 4-1 or kind of 4-blank if this takeout mini game plays out the way it does.
Sauber. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Speak of the devil, there's Leon.
Uh-huh. So we summoned the Leon. And question, what happened with Florin? Well, he just popped in, kind of mentioned like I'm dead tired. I don't feel like I have the energy to play the third game. So he
Yeah, he played the first end, but apparently that in between ends said it's not happening and came off the ice. Try to make sure this one gets it. It catches one, but shooter rolls out, so solo stone for... What is happening with the names here? I saw somebody picking their vote back and forth between Rangers and Housekeepers. The percentages were tapping back and forth on the vote, on the poll. Somebody couldn't make up their mind. I think eventually settling on the Rangers.
Or maybe somebody just switched their predictions because of the dropouts. We close the polls after end number 4, so you still have a little bit of time to make up your mind or shift around, but once we have the final stone of the 4th end played, the door is shut, you will be held accountable for your prediction.
Easy, easy, easy. Warte. Warte. Aufpassen. Nein. Warte. Warte. Ja, hat er. Warte.
Trying to get this one to settle above the tee. Do not want to leave a double. Settles down just a little bit heavy, so...
Are they going to attempt the double here? I think probably should.
Looks like it. I think there's a possibility here.
With a double, they probably lose a shooter.
Just outside right edge of the nose, I think they can get the double and hold the shooter. Calling for line, wanting Brom to hold this one. This one's going to over curl and get onto the nose, maybe a little bit over.
But they've used kind of the redstone as a backing, makes it harder for Rangers to get rid of it.
Yeah, I like the results. I don't think Sven's going to mind too much if their red goes out as well. Basically, most important is that they don't jam this yellow and leave an opportunity for Housekeepers to score 2.
Einmal halb treffen.
Immediately calling for the sweep, wanting to hold this line. Don't want this one carrying past the nose. And good job there for the sweeper holding that one in place. Gets rid of the yellow. They lose their own red, but their shooter stays in there, so now it's going to force Housekeepers to hit. Going to be much more difficult to get the blank here. But not impossible. Is it going to be able to get this one out for the blank? And they do. So good stone from Brecht. Good call from Sebastian where he realized it was going to over curl.
Yeah, blank I think was a good result here. They are looking to score some points on their hammer.
Oops.
Huddling up, making sure that they take the lessons of the ice conditions into the next end, and that's the job. First couple of ends is building up that information, share it with the team so you can use it later in the game when it's crucial. Find good lines where paths are in the ice.
Marcel will be starting things off here for the Rangers in the third as they lead at 2-0 over the Housekeepers. Housekeepers taking a blank in the second, so they will retain the hammer. Smooth release there from Marcel. Sven coming out to help. That is definitely qualifies as skip sweeping.
Yes, of course it is.
Over curls and carries a little deep into the house. Housekeeper is going to play for the corner guard here. Setting up to score. Heard Sebastian say is on the harder side, so this one does feel like that's going to carry into the house.
If it's into the house, I think we're going to see some hit and roll stuff here. There it is. The goal was made before the stone stopped. And kind of a similar game plan like in the second end here. It's, a bit outside compared to where the stone is going, so sweeping for line here.
Trying to hold this one, does catch the yellow, shooter rolls away. But first step is to get rid of that yellow stone in the house. Again, going for the corner guard. Brom indicating, just reminding Sebastian, just slow down just a little bit.
They can use guards.
Also going to carry into the house.
Not the guard they were looking